From StatMuse, Chris Paul has helped set the franchise record with records with four different teams. Hornets 56 wins, 2008. Clippers 57 wins, 2014. Rockets 65 wins, 2018. And the Suns 63 wins with 2022. Honestly, this is very impressive. Honestly, I thought that the Rockets could have had the chance to go to the finals and probably win the championship that year if he wouldn't have got injured. The Phoenix Suns are a good team this year, and I definitely think that they're going to have a very good chance of winning the championship. Full game schedule for April 6th. So the Mavericks versus the Pistons. I think the Mavericks are going to win that. Nets versus Knicks. Nets. Hawks versus Wizards. I think the Hawks. Bulls versus Celtics. I think the Bulls. Jazz versus OKC. Jazz. And Clippers versus Suns. I think the Suns are going to win that. Houston is a player we didn't get, and I always regretted it, which I wonder if he means. I don't think he's talking about the trade. I think maybe a draft. He could have drafted him and didn't. And honestly, that would have been insane. I think that definitely would have changed our franchise in general. And they probably might have went into a Super Bowl earlier than they did with Carson Wentz. They might have had multiple by now. Who knows? But what do you think? This was honestly probably a terrible mistake from the owner. And what do you think? Draymon Green NBA Awards MVP. Most Improved Player is Jordan Poole. MVP, he has Devin Booker. I could definitely see that happening. On the best team with playing the best right now. Defensive Player of the Year, he has Malik Bridges. I don't know about that. I feel like a lot of people are choosing Draymond Green or maybe Rudy Gobert. Coach of the Year, Adoku. Honestly, I think I definitely do agree with that. He's probably the coach of the year this season. Definitely turned around the Celtics and gave them a new perception on winning. Williams thinks there's a possibility that Coach K could return to Duke next year. It seems like after Tom Brady came back, it seems like everyone doubts if the retirement is real or not, and he seems to think that Coach K is going to return. Honestly, I don't see this happening, and I think he's going to stay retired. I give it Coach K returning a legit chance. It turns into recruiting battles, man, and it weakens your hold on the number one class. So if you're Coach K, how would you strengthen that hold by coming back? Honestly, I didn't know that Duke had the number one class right now. And honestly, it sounds like a good idea, but I don't really think he's going to come back just because of that. Some people might leave because of that. I don't really know, but I don't think he's going to come back. I don't think they really need me, but it would be good to go back home. Tyrann Mathieu after visiting the Saints on Tuesday, which is honestly, I think would be a good pickup for the Saints in general. I think they should sign him. But what do you think? Do you think they really need him or not? What do you think? Giannis Antetokounmpo is playing at a level right now, an insane level. 30.1 points per game, 11.6 rebounds per game, 5.8 assists per game, and 1.1 steals per game. Honestly, he's playing at a level where he could win the MVP every season, like Michael Jordan and LeBron did earlier in their career, where they could every year it should have been them winning the MVP, but they realistically couldn't give him the MVP every year. But he's playing at a level where he could realistically have that happen. But what do you think?